Hey, what's up, everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab of California, and we have another new breakdown for you today on Ivan Pedroso, one of the best long jumpers we have ever seen, and just an amazing overall athlete because he's only 5'7.5", but still is able to win the gold medal here in the year 2000, and was really at just unbelievable high performance, especially for his overall size. So we'll go ahead and hop into his breakdown here. So when he first gets started, what is interesting, and I see this with sprinters too, and I actually recommend this, where you could see a big crossing over of the knee, right, and the hips kind of going off to the side there. So I think that helps in getting a good amount of momentum going. You can see he goes a little bit more to the outside part of the left leg, right? So that just means that he's a little bit more stable on the right leg, and it has a little bit more movement there within the left leg, which just makes sense just because of where from a jumping perspective, he's jumping off that right leg. So, a lot of times you're a lot more stable there, and it's going to be more normal for you to be very, very stable in that right hip, on the outside part of that right hip, and then have a little bit more movement on the outside part of the left hip, and maybe not as much stability there, and a little bit more of the power on the left side. You can see even when he's running, he really puts a lot into that left leg to help him get going, because that right leg is much more of his stable leg. So you can see controls here, boom, and then the left leg, he really extends out, really puts his whole body into getting himself going there. Right side, he doesn't put as much into it. Left side, again, you can see how much he really extends out in front of him to make sure that he's getting a lot more torque and a lot more overall, strength and power coming out of that left leg. As he gets closer and closer, he gets more upright within his spine, right? And now as he gets real close, you can see how he's very, very long, and then last few steps here, it gets very, very short. Look how short that step here is on the left leg. And then with the right leg, now he really extends out and lands way out in front of him here, right? Because I know there's a lot of people that talk about how you want to be landing right underneath you, but we can see here, Ivan Pedroso, he does not do that, right? His foot is down. I know this is from 2000. Crazy that, in the year 2000, the quality has just changed this much, just because it doesn't seem like it's that long ago. But anyway, you can see that he, even without the great quality, because he landed sometime in between here and here, but he's definitely on the ground with his hips behind him, his head behind him, everything is behind him as he's going to really extend off. And I think it's really interesting. I mean, he gets such a great vertical push, and I think that's what helps in being able to land with yourself so far out in front of you, is you're really able to get that great vertical push and get a lot of extension through your feet, through your knees, through your hips, in order to make it so you get very, very vertical when pressing off the ground. Now, another thing that I noticed is that as he's pushing off, notice how he really extends this left leg. And I think the extension of the left leg, because it's a little bit harder to maintain a forward position in your spine when you really go and extend that leg up really, really high. So I think he's going and bringing that leg up, and in a way helping him and keeping that spine back behind him. And I think that's important because it makes it so you get more and more vertical, right? Because you can see how high up he's able to get. And it also makes it so then when he gets going, now he's able to actually lean back. Now you can see his center of mass is more like that now. Okay, you can see his head's a little bit behind his hips, which is where you want to be, right? You want to be with your heads a little bit behind your hips, so then you can really extend those legs out. If your head gets too far in front of you at the beginning, now it's going to limit your ability to really get as much airtime. You want to keep all your weight back. I mean, when you first press off, obviously there's going to be a naturalness where your head's going to be out in front of your hips, right? But as soon as he could, and it looks like he really extends those legs to help him, he gets his hips or his head back even with his hips, and now you get to a point where his head is behind the hips, right? Because now he's able to cycle those legs through, and then as he cycles those legs through, now he can really extend. I mean, you can see how naturally he gets that left leg really high up in the air, and at the last second he tries the best that he can to get that right leg all the way through, and really it gets a lot of range of motion through your back. I would say if you're a long jumper, you got to be able to touch your toes very, very well, and really be able to extend out. I know there's a lot of strength that goes into and power that goes into being able to jump high, so you got to keep that great range of motion so you could really straighten out those legs and extend out all the way in front of you to get as much overall distance as you can. So, I think there's a few great takeaways you can get from this video with Ivan Pedroso. And again, I mean, he's only 5'7.5". So that anybody out there that's thinking, oh, I can't jump as high because of my height and my limbs or something like that, he just proves that does not apply here. You could be not very tall and still have a lot of success in terms of being able to jump, really successfully in the long jump, even win a gold medal. I mean, he won the gold medal in 2000. So, I highly recommend anybody that's out there looking to improve their long jump to, don't let anything hold you back, right? Go out there and achieve and dream big, and anything's possible for you. All right. As always, thanks for watching these videos, guys. I have a link below if you're looking to get an athletic breakdown from us. And, if you have any questions, you could always reach out in the comments below. We always thank you for watching these videos, and we'll talk soon.